No. I said no, and no is final, shouted Bobakaro, his eyes big and angry. The whole house became quiet. Even the chickens outside stopped clucking. Amina's small hands shook as she stood in front of her father. She wanted to marry Musa, a kind young man who always brought her ripe mangoes and fresh yams. But Bobakaro was known in the whole village as the wicked father. He never smiled. He never said please or thank you. When he spoke, his words were like stones hitting the ground. But Baba, Amina whispered, Musa is good. He will take care of me. I don't care. Bobakaro barked. I will choose your husband, not you. That night, Bobakaro sat with 3 rich men from a faraway town. They were old and mean. Their gold teeth shone when they laughed. Bobakaro wanted Amina to marry one of them so he could get many goats, bags of cowries, and fine clothes. Amina sat in a corner, tears rolling down her cheeks. She wished her mother was still alive to protect her. But her mother had gone to heaven when she was very young. In the dark, Amina whispered to herself, I will not marry someone I don't love. The next morning, Amina ran to the river. Musa was there, washing his face in the cool water. He smiled at her, but his smile faded when he saw her tears. She told him everything. Musa's face grew serious. Your father only thinks about himself, Musa said. But love is not something to sell. We must be brave. They made a secret plan. On the day Bobakaro would try to give her away, Amina would speak out in front of the whole village. The sun rose bright and hot. Drums beat loudly in the village square. People gathered, curious to see Bobakaro's choice. Bobakaro stood tall, wearing his finest robe. The 3 rich men stood behind him, smiling with their gold teeth. Today, Bobakaro announced, my daughter will marry the man I choose. Amina stepped forward. Her legs were shaking, but she looked around and saw the faces of women in the crowd, women who had been forced into unhappy marriages. She took a deep breath and spoke loudly. My father wants to sell me like a goat. But I am not a goat. I am a human being. I will marry the man I love, and that man is Musa. At first, there was silence. Then, an old grandmother shouted, let the girl choose. Another woman said, enough of fathers selling daughters. The voices grew louder. Soon, the whole crowd was shouting, let her choose. Let her choose. The village chief stepped forward. His face was stern. Bobakaro, you will not force your daughter. She will marry the one she loves. Bobakaro looked around. He saw the angry faces of the villagers. Slowly, his shoulders dropped. He realized he had lost. Without a word, he turned and walked away. Amina ran to Musa, and they hugged as the crowd clapped and sang. The women danced, the children laughed, and even the old men smiled. From that day, Bobakaro was quieter. He started treating people with more kindness. Maybe it was shame, or maybe his heart, which had been as hard as stone, began to soften. Moral of the story. Love should never be bought or forced. Everyone should be allowed to choose what makes them happy. And even the hardest heart can change when faced with truth and courage.